Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
Time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Oh, I don't
We didn't start the fire.
It was always
burning.
and the Bernie Sanders and
We got acid reflux. Take a Tums, it'll calm your esophagus.
yeah. This is for all the GERD babies out there.
GERD. Go GERD. Some yogurt. Welcome to the PPP Power Pack Podcast, featuring two dudes and one friendship.
A friendship that is like a Subway sandwich. So hear me out. Subway sandwich, because when you start out, you know you got the bread, and you're like, okay, that's gonna be the podcast, and then of course you eat cheese and your meat. That's John and I, and then after that, anybody can join in, be involved. You can have banana peppers, cucumbers, chipotle sauce, like whatever you want. That's all of you guys. So we are just a big old Subway sandwich.
Yeah, and you know what goes great with the Subway sandwich? Cookies. And you could be the sweet, delicious chocolate chip cookies that makes its way into our little Subway bag.
I love those. Those are good cookies.
They're really good cookies. Be my cookie.
I can be your cookie, or you're.
Well, the audience can be our cookie. Be our cookie.
Be our cookie. I thought you asked me exclusively. I was like, no.
I think that could be like a motivational, like keep on juicing. Be our cookie.
Be our cookie. We should have I would love to see a Mr. Mutiny style art piece that is a cookie, but it's like looks like a normal person.
Like with like a man with cookie textured skin, or like is he cookie shaped?
He's like, I'm imagining a cookie, and then the face is like a man, but he has like little stick arms and legs. So it's like, it's very much cartoony, but the face is what gets you. The face is what's scary. It looks like a person.
Because I was imagining, you know, like that guy who got tiger tattoos or panther tattoos, and he like lives in Ireland, and he like crawls around in caves and stuff. He had like so. His teeth filed to look like fangs, and he had all this weird cosmetic stuff done to look like a cat. I figured it was like that, but all the cosmetic stuff was to look like a cookie.
Ew.
So it's this guy with like calluses all over his body, which resembles like the cookie texture, and he tattoos chocolate chips.
Instead of teardrops, chocolate chips. I like that idea more. So I think if you want to do that, you obviously don't need to. But if you want to make someone with cookie textured skin, that could be the chocolate chip cookie.
Maybe he has like a man-made lake, except he fills it with 2% milk.
He just dips in it.
He goes dipping in his milk lake.
Milk lake. Just dipping in the milk lake.
Dipping in the milk lake. I'm a cookie. Yeah.
I think that's a new JJ Fresh song. Speaking of new JJ Fresh songs, I have successfully written the chorus for my Mayor Cheeseburger song.
Oh, good.
It's so. I decided instead of making about, so the song is about a normal person like you or I, just like a normal guy, normal family, and the family moves to McDonald Land before the baby is born, but the baby is born in like the cheeseburger hospital, and that person is telling the story of living in McDonald Land. and how Mayor Cheeseburger's influence. So it's like it's like the two main characters, I guess. So it's a little elaborate, but I think it'll be fun.
Is it something that could be played at clubs or anything?
It's a little more. At least I wrote it on my acoustic. It's a little more like.
Is it like,
chill.
or is it something you like shoot up a little heroin and then you play this song, just kind of vibe out, enter the galaxy?
I think it's more vibe out. It's somewhere in between Crumb Baby and Burger on the Beach. I mean, that's my impression. I haven't done like the beat yet. Once I do the beat, it might get real dirty and gritty, but
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I'm excited.
Yeah, so I'm just letting you know I'm working on that. It takes a little time to get that all written up and juiced, but I should be able to pump it out. I know you're like a modern day somebody who writes songs like a.
I'm like J.K. Rowling on speed. I'll pump out a Harry Potter every month. We'll get them done.
She was just posting up in hotel rooms, and I'm pretty sure, probably doing some meth, just writing Harry Potter books. Like, it's good.
Oh, yeah, just get a little speed in me. Oh, Harry's flying on a broom. What's he catching? Oh, there's a golden ball he sees with wings, and what's he going to do? What am I going to call this game?
Yeah.
Call it broom. Call it broom. They're playing broom.
Playing broom. No good. Wait. Quidditch. Yeah,
that's it. Quidditch.
She's in like
How
a
do you
Best
come up
Western.
with words like that?
I don't know.
Like people who make up fantasy words, like I'm going to look up Quidditch and see if there's like an origin. Quid-ditch. I actually spelled it right the first time, so it's not like diarrhea. It's a fictional sport, blah, blah, blah. Give me the root of the word. Non-fictional Quidditch. In the real world, Quidditch, cure, blah, 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 Anglo-Saxon, mud ditch is he. Okay, so it is a real thing in real life.
Means mud ditch?
Mud ditch.
Oh, that's a really I thought it was going to be something like from the Renaissance or the like Romantic period or something, but no, this is just like a mud ditch.
It's just Harry Potter in a white t-shirt wrestling Hermione in a mud ditch.
J.K. Rowling smoking a cigar like, yeah.
She's a little pervert. She's writing children mud wrestling in her book.
Yeah. I mean, I
J.K.
wouldn't put it
pervert.
past her. She's pretty crazy.
When you got teenagers mud wrestling, of course you're crazy.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I would have thought that. I would have put that in the Possum King. I'm going to wrestle you, Possum. And this Quidditch.
Speaking of Possum King, I saw the podcast notes, and that passage from the book, I was like laughing so hard. Oh, you should read that for everybody. I think that just makes me so happy.
Okay. A word count, I'm at over 8,000 now. Well into chapter 3.
I was wondering.
Okay, okay, here's the passage. I had fun today, sir. I wish there were more gophers to murder, Kyle told him, drooping his head and kicking around the dirt. You have any pets? Cat, dog, hamster? Gary said to the mopey kid. I have a pet rabbit, Kyle said. A small smile cracks from the corners of his mouth. Well, if you need that dead, give me a call. We can have some more fun killing.
Good Lord.
So the context of that, if you want it, is he goes to a job and it's like the parents aren't home, but these kids are. And so they let him in and he like starts killing gophers in the backyard, and the kids, it like piques their interest. So they're excited and they kind of help him out. But Kyle doesn't have the guts to like go through with executing a gopher. And so like this is the scene where he's like, next time I'm going to do it. Sort of a thing.
It's like coming of age moment.
Yeah. So right now he's like telling Gary that he had fun today, and then I think there's a part later that he's like, next time I'll be ready, sort of a thing. Like it's like a bonding moment.
Oh man, it was very like, I got the vibe of that. It was like part coming of age, part just the craziness that is that book. I'm really happy about that. I think you should feel proud of the accomplishments. And almost, you said 8,000 word count?
8,000 words. And right now he's stalking a high school bully that insulted a convenience store owner.
Oh, nice.
It's the dumbest thing in the world. I can't wait to finish it.
I'm excited because I love that you're just like, okay, I'm gonna write this book and I'm gonna write about this thing, and the dedication is amazing. But I hope this podcast at least gets some more people so they can listen back and they can hear all of the weird crap we made during the podcast, like, brainstorming, and then you make this book. And which I will definitely, if you make a book, I will buy a physical copy, and I'm gonna have that like next to me when we podcast. It'll be like I'll put my hand on it before we start our podcast, just to get the energy.
It's like what were they doing in the court? Do you swear upon the Bible or whatever? Be like, all right, we gotta start the podcast. Put your hand on the possum.
Yep.
Summon its energy.
Are you still thinking of doing that? The picture from was it Fiverr or Etsy of the possum head? Are you still thinking of that as the cover?
I don't know what I want to do. I want it. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to finish the book and just see if there's any like more ideas that pop up. I don't know.
I'm excited. It's going to be weird when you finish, because you'd be like, whether you like it or you don't, you're like, oh, I just wrote a book.
If it sucks and it's the worst thing ever, I'm still going to publish it on Amazon or whatever, because it's like, whatever.
No, just check it off the list. Like you said, you can, I think that's the thing I really like, is you can say, you're like, okay, I've released albums, I've done content on YouTube, podcast, and now you can say you're an author. You're like, okay, I released a book. So I think that's cool.
It's just chasing that clout. And the book sucks. Like, I'm writing it like I write music. I just don't have any like structure. It just kind of goes until it's done.
Great.
So
but it's going to be a masterpiece because of that.
It could be, or it could be just hot garbage. But
hey, hot garbage. Honestly, the storyline guaranteed will be better than the first Twilight movie or Phantom Menace. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Those are hot garbage. Those, at least the Phantom Menace, that should have been like boxed up, a big box of those DVDs, and then just shipped out to Oregon and thrown in the woods, and then have them catch on fire, which is a good segue into what's going on in Josh Country.
I think you should put a banjo part there. What's going on? I think that should be a segment. What's going on in Josh Country, and then put a banjo part.
Josh Country.
Yes. Oh, Josh Country. So, as you, should I like clap or anything? Or I guess we're at that happened about 11:40 ish.
I can edit whatever.
Yeah.
Or I can.
This will be a short
I might
one.
forget. This might all be in here. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we give people more than they need always. That's our motto.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a little introduction. If you're listening to this and you don't actually personally know John and I, John lives in the South, in St. Louis, and I live in the Pacific Northwest in Portland. So we're pretty far away, but managed to do a little podcast. Anyways, right now in Oregon, there is, if you look at a satellite thing, maybe I'll post a picture to the Discord later, but a big chunk of Oregon is actually on fire right now. Like some fires started down near Silverton in Mill City. That's a big one. And then there's a big one that started in like the Mount Hood area, and it's like moved to like Molalla, Woodburn. So everybody who lives in Molalla and Woodburn right now evacuated. And then oh yeah, sorry. I saw that. I like the little blip. That's cool.
I was putting in the announcements. Keep going. Keep going.
That's beautiful. No, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I felt like it just felt surreal seeing that announcement. Okay. But anyways, yes. So everybody, so you still have fam who lives in Canby. I think they're still good, and same with Oregon City, but they're definitely like in that moment of like preparing to evacuate, which is crazy because it's like, you know, it's metropolitan and whatnot. But yeah, there's a lot of wildfires going on now.
So and there was something I heard like with the wind. What's going on with the wind? Like,
oh yeah,
I keep hearing about the wind.
We had some. Right now, it's not as bad, but the last 2 days, so it's pretty much like very in tune with the theme of 2020, because 2020 is literal hot garbage. But the wind the last 2 days has been like at times almost 50 miles per hour, I think I heard. I know here at my house in Portland, it was getting like 30 plus miles per hour, and it was just like you could hear it just roaring, and I think that's a big contributor to the fires. Is like there was this huge wind, and it was like pulling the fire to different parts and making it spread. But now the wind's died down a little bit, but I'll pop some pictures on Discord later of some of the pictures I took of Oregon City and Sellwood. Right now I'm looking out my window and the sky looks like it's like a mixture of gray and orange. It's really spooky looking.
Well, like the crazy thing is I'm looking at like a satellite picture, and I would think the wind would go from west to east because, you know, like the ocean, the wind goes usually that way. All the clouds go from ocean to mountain and over east. But on the satellite photo, it looks like all the smoke is blowing west, like towards the ocean, which seems weird and backwards.
Yeah, it's just dumping in the ocean. Yeah, and I thought that was weird too. And if you look, it's like it's funneling up from California and Oregon. It's like meeting in the middle, and it's like pulling all the smoke out that direction. So, yeah, pretty much the consensus is, you know, whether you live in the Midwest where there's tornadoes, or you live back east where there's hurricanes, or you live on the West Coast where usually there's not natural disasters, but there are wildfires pretty much every year because of good old climate change. So
that, and you got a big old fault line running through Portland. So you got nature killing people over there, and we got people killing people over here. So wherever you go, there's problems.
Yep. No, it's pretty much my synopsis of this is pretty much the worst place to be right now is probably Portland. just between all the weather and stuff. Yeah, well, just all of the political stuff that's going downtown and people like rioting every single night, and then, you know, there's like a wildfire like 10 miles from me, and so yeah, Portland.
Yeah, those riots, I can't believe they're still going on.
It's every night. Luckily, we're far enough away where we don't hear it or anything. But my building is downtown where I work. I have to go down there occasionally for stuff, and it looks like total like apocalypse, dystopian. Everything's boarded up. There's no people downtown. It's just really creepy looking.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just it's like the Wild West out here. It's like the Mad Max and the Thunderdome, but everybody doesn't shower, and there's lots of
they're raiding Trader Joe's, and they're getting their organic nuts, and then they're going out and kicking cops in the face.
Yep, that's pretty much it. They're not even breaking the windows. They're just waiting politely outside in the like social distance lines, and then they go in a little bit early and they loot, and then they they leave out with their reusable grocery bags, and then like you said, and then they go a couple more miles on foot, and then they get in some fight with some police. So it's yeah, you know.
Well, I got some good news with St. Louis. We actually beat out Detroit this year, and we are the number one highest murder rate city in America. So take that, Detroit.
7:30. I want the congratulations song. I want to applaud St. Louis for being the murder capital of the United States. Great job. Do you have any like words of just a quick little speech to kind of commence that?
I mean, we just played hard all year. We just made sure we were all angry at each other. We got out there. We made sure. Well, you don't need permits to carry a gun, so it made it real easy for us to just do drive-bys on the highway. I mean, burning cars, everything. We just went all out this year, and I'm really proud of the guys, proud of the team. Go Cardinals.
Go Cardinals. Yeah. Woo. That is if we were podcasting right now, I would have brought some Gatorade to dump on you, because you deserve that, you know.
I didn't participate in it, but I like to think of myself as like a coach figure, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I think just you living in St. Louis is just helping enough. So I think you get credit. It's kind of like if there's a group project, and maybe if you're not even contributing or helping, if the group gets an A, you get an A, and you guys got the you got the goal. You are number one. So it's not a very good number one, but you're number one. So I hope you know that.
I'll be like Malibu's Most Wanted. So like when I leave St. Louis, I'll be like, yo, I was from the hood, dog. Malibu. Be like you didn't do anything in the hood. No, but I knew some fellas. It's close enough.
Exactly.
I'm
exactly. You
associated.
probably. I'm sure you have crossed paths with some people who have participated in some of those murders. Like, who knows?
Okay, this is. I think I've said this before, but I'll say it again because it's on the topic. In Oregon, I've had various jobs in which I've known exactly 0 people who have been murdered or know someone who've been murdered. I've had 2 jobs in St. Louis, and I've had 2 different people from those jobs have a family member murdered.
Whoa.
And I've only been here like a year and a half.
Whoa. Yeah. And you were in Oregon for your whole life. So that's a pretty startling number.
Like it happened at the first job. The guy like starts crying and he leaves. And then I was like, "See, all right, what's going on?" And then my boss was like, "Oh, did you watch the news?" It's like, "No, what?" And he's like, "There was a shooting on the highway yesterday. He just got a text that was his cousin." I was like, "Oh, shoot." And so then I get this new job. And this guy had 2 different days where he didn't show up to work. And I was like, "You all right, buddy? What you missed work yesterday?" And he's like, "Yeah, my cousin got shot." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, he's all right though." And then like 6 months later, he comes to work and he looks all bummed. I'm like, "You all right, man?" He's like, "Yeah, my friend got shot and killed at the gas station yesterday." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, man.
And that was a gas station kind of in our neck of the woods, I think, the way he was describing it.
Geez.
It's like a BP. I was like, good grief.
Dude, it's like, so I think I've asked you this before. I'm going to ask it again. I don't know if I want to have almost a topic. Like I need a segment. I think we downplay St. Louis because this is like a unexplored territory since I grew up in, Oregon and whatnot. But so do you have like a set, like just you and Char, like, okay, we don't go out after 9 or we don't like go at this certain part of the neighborhood, or do you have like, what's your safety plan? Like, what do you do
Like
to stay safe?
When we first got here, we were super cautious about like, all right, we're just going to stay inside when it's dark, not go out. I mean, we'll like, if there's like an event going on, like, oh, a friend's having a birthday party at this place, we'll go drive and drive back. But we don't like take walks or anything. We haven't rode our bikes at all. We just kind of, even like the main parks here, like there's a giant like public park. It's like the Forest Park or whatever. It's huge, and there's like tons of people running and like golfing and stuff. But even that you would think is like, it's by like a ritzy area. There's all these nice houses, but even that at nighttime, people are like, "Don't go in there." And I'm like, "What?" But that, of all the places that you think would be like chill to like do a night run or something, no, it's like, don't do it. It's like, okay,
dude,
you say so.
That's nuts. That is. Yeah, it just kind of blows my mind because it's like, I mean, it sounds like for the most part you guys are safe because you live in like you said more of a touristy area, right? It's like a different.
Well, we're next to a touristy area, but it's kind of, I mean, okay, when we first moved here, it was like, this is ghetto where we live. But after being here like a month or 2 after that, it's like, it's fine. You kind of get used to it. But when other people show up, they kind of have that like sort of a vibe. Like, what's going on? Like what we had visitors, and this was the road that leads to like the Planet Fitness, and there was cop cars, and it was taped off, and so like we had to go around this like taped off road, and we're looking down, and there's like bullet casings all on the street. And so it's like, welcome to St. Louis, guys.
Yeah,
it's good
if you
to
look over there,
here.
you see the drive-by.
All right, there's a drive-by. This happens almost weekly. All right, there's a van that's in a tree because, I don't know, probably drugs. Smashed all the way in. Enjoy. Oh, here's a hit and run. If you look up ahead, and if you watch this car, it's going to back up and zoom down the street. Oh, there goes the cop after him. Welcome.
I remember, didn't you guys see that? Like there was a hit and run, like, well, not a hit and run. You didn't see it, but you saw a car zoom past you.
Okay, well, when we first got here, we were on our way to Walmart, and like 4 cop cars just zoom right by. And You're like, man, where are they going? And then they were at the Walmart, which is where we're going to. So we go in the Walmart, and there's like these cops looking for someone. Apparently, this guy, I don't know if he had a gun on him or something, but or is he stealing? I don't know what was going on, but it needed 4 cops to deal with it. It's like, that's crazy. And then we did see a hit and run. We were at a stoplight, and this is a stoplight by our house. And there's like this car wrecked in the street. And so I think I told this on the podcast. And so the car backs up, and I thought, okay, he's getting out of the intersection so traffic can go through. He like floors it and does a U-turn, and like the rubber's burning and there's smoke in the air, and he takes off, and the cops go chasing after him. And that's the road we're going down. And so we're actually following like a hit and run, and we're just seeing all these car parts in the road falling off of this car that got hit. And he hit a van, and like the van was crushed. Like he hit another car when he was fleeing the scene.
Whoa.
And so like we followed him all the way to the next light, and then they split off looking for him, and there was just car parts like a quarter mile just all the way down to the light. I was like, this is fun.
Yeah, you're like, this is charming.
Man, it's a good place.
St. Louis, man.
A bunch of rascals.
Yeah. I'm just like, I love the St. Louis stories. Like I'm always a fan of listening to them. So yeah, don't ever hesitate on them. Usually Portland, I mean, there's some weird stuff going on, but there's no St. Louis level like fun stuff. So
there's no murder town. Just when we go to Chuck E. Cheese, there's a little murder going on, but
yeah, just a little bit of some shootings. When it's safe to travel again, one of us got to come somewhere, and we got to do some in-person podcast videos. Which, speaking of which, would be perfect segue into our certain dome-shaped buttery segment.
Oh, here we go. Oh, we're in the butter town now, boys.
Oh yeah.
The appreciation station. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. You're up first, boy.
All right. So, by the way, the last one, I could not stop laughing at the music you found. It was so emotional with the Scottish voice. So good. Should I do another one, or what do you want? You choose.
However you want to, feel it out. Feel it out.
Okay. All right.
Maybe
so
you can do it like a upcoming hip hop artist from St. Louis.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And then maybe it's like spoken word or something, and I'll put some fat beats in the back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get like a little Let me get like here. I'm getting my metronome out so I can just like be on beat. With this. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's do. I can't rap that fast. So I'm gonna do like 90 beats per second per minute.
90 beats a second.
90 beats. That's like
mom spaghetti.
That's like Twista. Like, okay, here we go. I'm not prepared for this. All right. Yeah, got that metronome going.
Are we gonna have a click on the podcast? Are we gonna?
Do you want the click, or I can move the click away?
Let's keep the click. Lower. Let's make it raw.
Okay, click will be right here. Okay, here we go.
There's your beat.
All right, Buttery Moose Knuckle. Thanks for coming. This is such a good day when you come here, and you made a podcast special by making them beats and dropping that money our way so we can pay for food and we can continue to make this podcast. Thank you, Buttery Moose Knuckle. Thank you for your contributions. All right, now we got Crumb Baby in the house today, spilling Nabisco all over the place. It's all good because you're contributing. Thank you for your donations. That's real great. Oh, Buttery Moose Knuckle and Crumb Baby in the house today. That's what I gotta say. All right, beat at that 90 beats per second. Twist of fast locomotion. That's all I got, Butter. Yeah. All right. That's all I got. I don't know.
That was beautiful, man.
Thank you. I was like, wasn't sure if it should be more poetic. If I should try to rhyme, I don't know.
I think it was perfect. I think it was art. It was like those paintings where they're using the wrong colors. It's like, why is the sky not blue? It was good. It didn't need to be blue. It needed to be Josh.
Thank you. Oh my goodness! Don't you dare make me cry right now.
They won't last long. They'll burn up in the fire. They'll dry up.
Just sizzle up. It's like it's like when you're at the Mexican food place and they bring out the fajitas and sizzling up. It's like my tears outside.
Oh, you guys got some fajita fires out there. I bet it smells real good.
I just put out a cast iron pan with some steak and some peppers. Not gonna be good.
I'm coming back for you once the fire passes. You're gonna taste
I'll
delicious.
be back in a couple days.
You better still be hot now.
I come back like in one of those fire suits, just digging through the rubble of my house. I'm like, oh, good, cast iron's still here. Go get me some
here,
peppers.
it's still hot. Mm.
Oh, that's so good.
You're just sitting amongst burnt bushes and trees eating fajitas.
They're like driving through. They're like, are you okay, sir? Yeah, it's fine. I got me some fajitas. I'm good.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect.
Why don't you give it to us, that next one? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll give it to you. Is there something you want me to do? I can just read it normal.
Do it in the JJ Fresh voice. That's what I want.
What's the JJ Fresh voice?
Just the glasses, your character, with the lisp,
Oh yes. Okay, so we don't discriminate. So if you can't donate, there is no hate because we love all our viewers, listeners. So if you can't donate, if you're not like a butter boss, like a Crumb Baby or Bus Moose Man, you can just like or comment on the YouTube channel. And that's really easy to do. You just go to youtube.com, www.youtube.com, type in JJ Fresh, type in Powerpack Podcast, type in Two Beautiful Boys, and we should be the first channel that pops up. And then you're going to click that button, and then you're going to say subscribe, first of all. And you're going to go through every single one of our videos. You're going to you're going to leave a comment that says, I like this video. And here's your comment. Every single one. And I'm going to wake up tomorrow with notifications, and I'm going to have like 30 of them. And they're all going to be the same comment and and it's going to make my day.
Yeah. Please do it.
Oh, and so actually, Josh has some emails he wants to read to you. So here you go, Josh. Here's some emails. I'm ruffling some paper.
Oh, okay.
As I'm passing you this paper. There's our email.
There we go. I just did some papers too. All right. So
we're like David Blaine with audio.
I'm in a vortex. So I'm excited. This is a good email. This one might take a little while to answer because this is like deep in the heart. Okay, so we got an emails, and this is from our very own Crumb Baby. So the question is, what is more fun, making videos or podcasts? Do you want me to start? Or do you how about you go first? You go first. Dip them feet in the water.
You want Daddy to go first? I'm up to bat. No chance for a grand slam because I'm the first one here. So the glory is all Josh's. I don't know. Podcasts are more like free form. Like I can talk about baking a cake in a dirty diaper, and then when I bake the cake, it comes out of the oven. The diaper didn't burn up or melt. It's still like formed because of all like the fake stuff diapers are made of. It's not like paper or cloth. It's like plastics and oil and crazy stuff. And so there's like this cake batter that I just dumped in a diaper, and it like kind of oozed out of the leg hole. So it looks like this weird like butt-legged batter, but it's still edible. Like I can talk about that on a podcast, but when it comes to like videos, they're a little more structured. They're like,
they are,
but not a lot. You can kind of pick and choose what clips you want to do, and like you could say something stupid, and it's at face value, it's stupid. But then when you start adding those stupid zooms and stuff and like camera wiggles, it becomes like a whole new
Yeah.
animal. So there's more you can do. Like I can't zoom in on a voice clip and be like, look at that, made it spicy. It's just, I like both. They're different.
Yeah, that's a great answer. I'm kind of in the same boat too. I'm like, my thing is, it's hard to pick because they're so different. Because the videos have a special place with me. I love making the food reviews. I like making the bedtime stories. I like making music videos. So video content is just completely different. And podcasts I like podcasts because it's easy to do. Like we're in different time zones right now, and we're able to do this podcast. It's super easy to set up. Pretty easy to. I mean, it takes a little bit of work too. I'm not going to discredit all the magic that John does, but a little bit easier to do than video.
Yeah.
So, but if I were to answer, I would just say to Crumb, I think they're both super fun. I think the main thing is I enjoy making the content with Mr. J Juice over there. So.
Yeah, that was a good answer. That was press conference level satisfying. You should be at the head of the country. You're so
Thank you.
well spoken.
You stopped that.
You should be the next Colin Powell. Colin Power? Colin Power.
Colin Powell.
Powell's bookstore where we read, educate.
Powell
Books. Colin Powell, you're so wet. Here's a towel. A towel for Powell. Dirty little boy. You fell asleep on the beach and the high tide got your britches all salty. Here's a towel, Powell. Just some political fan fiction of Colin Powell sleeping on a beach getting wet.
Well, that's what I like about podcasts. Real quick, I just want to add in, you can paint these pictures and we could just add in whatever, but with videos we can't just talk about Colin Powell on the beach. So this is great. Just want to add.
And we can't recreate that scene because like I could dress up like Colin Powell up to the point of I have to be, so I can wear the Colin Powell suit, the Colin Powell shoes. I can probably dye my hair black. But I can't go any farther than that. So I'd have to explain in the skit that I'm Colin Powell. Maybe I'd have to wear a name tag.
I think you'd have to wear a name tag, yeah.
I'd have to wear a name tag.
And I think that's great.
Yeah.
I respect for that. And that's how it should be. So take notes, entertainers like Jim Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. It's not good to do that kind of stuff. Just be conscientious of others.
Just wear a name tag.
Just wear a name tag. Be like John. That's my motto.
Like if I wanted to cosplay as Michael Jordan, I'd put on the jersey, I'd put on the shoes, and I'd put on the name tag. I know the name Jordan would be on my back with the number 23, but just in case, I'll have the name tag.
Yep.
Gotta wear the name tag.
Wear that name tag. Give us that next juicy little tidbit. We got another Imales.
We do have another email from Crumbs. Who is the jelly in JJ Fresh and who is the peanut butter? Who is the salt? Who is the pepper? Who is the burger? Who is the dog?
Okay. That's wow. I had to think about that. So, I'd say for the peanut butter, I want to say like, I don't know. I feel like I went back and forth. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm the peanut butter and you're the jelly. But at first I was going to say that you're the peanut butter and I'm the jelly. So, I don't know. It's hard to think about that.
Okay, so the jelly, she didn't say jam, which is good. Because if she said jam, I'd say none of us are that. That's gross. Get out of here. But she said jelly,
Jam's
which
gross.
is good.
Jelly's good.
Jelly does not stick to the roof of your mouth. Peanut butter does. So there's that. So that's all I have for as far as the differences go. Which one of us will stick to the roof of your mouth? Will I stick to the roof of your mouth, or will Josh stick to the roof of your mouth?
I think yeah.
I don't know how to answer this.
That one's really hard. Yeah, because peanut butter and jelly are not any better than each other. They are great, and you put them together, and they make something even better. And I think they're got two great sides. So I think, we're kind of
they work together. They're cohesive. It's like having a crime-free St. Louis. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
You need that murder rate up there because that's the appeal. That's why people come here. Actually,
like
I think it's one of the only cities to actually like be declining in population. So maybe it'll be a ghost town in 5 years, and then it'll be really scary. But no, I think no one is either.
Yeah, I think. Just thinking about St. Louis, like, well, like, when you roll into a city and it has like St. Louis, and then it has like a little mantra, a little motto, like, hey, the Apple capital of the world, or something like that. For St. Louis, like #1 murder city in the world.
It just says you're gonna die.
You're probably gonna die, or know somebody who's gonna die, and it's like, what? Well, okay, turn around.
But it's so cheap. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too. If more people leave, those house prices, man, you're gonna be living in a mansion for $70,000 a year.
There'll be like gunfights on the street every Friday, but I'd be like, the price is right.
Yeah, exactly. Just build a really good fence.
I'll build a solid fence,
like a concrete jungle. Well, I don't know. Should we just should we answer the salt and pepper? I mean, salt and pepper one's easier. So I'm going to say I'm the salt because I tend to sweat a lot. So I'm a lot saltier.
And so that would
John
make
is just
me the
pepper.
Pepper because I watched Pepper Ann as a kid. Pepper Ann, salty, spicy Pepper Ann.
Pepper.
Why does your face look like a pan? Pepper Ann, Pepper Pan, Pepper Pam, cooking eggs, Pepper Pan.
Cook with spam.
Oh, salty, yummy, cooking spam. Sometimes I like to eat it raw. Cooking spam with Pepper Ann, with some eggs in a peppered pan.
Peppered spam, Pepper Pan face. I'm sure Crumb is listening to this. It's just like, this is garbage. I just wanted them to answer my questions, and they keep singing stuff.
It's so catchy now. Pepper Ann in a peppered pan, cooking eggs with peppered spam.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the next kids jingle right there.
Yeah, Pepper Ann. She's a cold-hearted bee living in the streets, capping all the brothers, eating all the meat. Pepper Ann, cooking eggs with Pepper Ann. Salty, spam.
Pepper, bam, spam.
Bam, bam, pop, Pepper Ann, don't stop.
It's like gunshots in the song. That's the next song. We have so many songs we're making.
Just a song about Pepper Ann going on a killing spree.
Pepper Ann, Pepper. Oh God, that's gonna be. Why did you do this to me? That's gonna be stuck in my head all night now.
Yes. Now, who is the burger? Who is the dog? Is the last one.
I don't know. I guess I'm
assuming hot dog.
Oh, hot dog, yeah.
Or she's just saying who's the restaurant and who's the cup of sugar? Like two things that don't go together. Oh, I guess burgers and dogs go together if you're in certain parts of the world.
Yeah.
I'll just put hot dog.
Hot dog. Let's make it easier. I think I would be. I don't really like hot dogs. When I was in preschool, I choked on one. So I think I'll be the burger.
You choked on a hot dog? So do you not eat hot dogs anymore?
No, I still eat hot dogs, but if I had to, I just have a better emotional relationship
have a bad
with burgers.
Relationship with hot dogs.
Yeah, it's one. It just kind of spoiled the batch.
I gotcha. Okay, then I'm a hot
dog.
So
I'll be burger. There you go, Crumb.
There. We have another Crumb question from our our first ever Discord question.
Oh, Discord. All right. Another Crumb. Thank you, Crumb. You're carrying the team. We should make an MVP jersey for Crumb. I'm down for that.
We should just make an MVP role on our Discord and give it to just Crumb.
I like that idea. I think she deserves like a little crown or like a little jersey icon or something.
How much would it cost to make our own custom Power Pack jerseys? And we have juice written on the back. And they're yellow, like lemons.
Juice. Yes. Oh, I love this. All right. We should get at least one of those made. And then I hope Crumb buys it.
I want to buy it. I'll be rocking a juice jersey.
I'll get one too, and we can wear ours during the thing.
Be like, I've never heard of that player. Oh, yeah. Get out of here then. He's the best.
Juice, yeah.
He throw that ball so far and he hits it right in the net every time.
Oh, juice. Yeah.
All right, I'll let you read the question.
Yeah, sorry. Where are my manners? Discord question from Crumb. Do you fold or scrunch the toilet paper? That's a pretty easy question. I've heard people talk about this before. I fold.
Are you a tidy person in general?
You said tidy?
Tidy.
Oh, tidy. Yeah, I like to be, I like to be tidy. I just for me, I just feel in control with the fold because if I'm crumpling, I feel like something's wrong. Like I'm like something, crumpling seems like you're just like, well, I got to grab the toilet paper and ball it up. You're like, that should do. And then to me,
my tech. Okay, that makes sense. Like if you're tidy, you're gonna do it tidily. You're gonna do it in a organized fashion.
Yeah. So what's your method? I sound interested now.
So I grab the end of it and then I just kind of like smack the roll of toilet paper so a bunch comes out, and then I just rip it off and then ball it up.
There you go. Nice. That's the method right there.
That's right. That's the method of the madness.
Okay. Method of madness. That's why this boy makes such great music. He's got that slap, grab, and ball. Sounds so bad. Oh.
Slap, grab, and ball. That's the name of this episode.
Oh, please. Yeah, we need something good. That's really cohesive with. Oh, goodness.
There it is.
I'm so sorry, podcast listeners.
That was beautiful.
Forgive me for my sins. Okay. Well, I know it's getting late in your time. We could probably wrap this up maybe with some wisdom or something.
Yeah, I had a quick question before we do. Maybe this can go into it. Have you seen Aladdin / Lion King / Maleficent Disney movies, live action?
So it was Lion King, Aladdin, and Maleficent?
Yeah.
So I've only seen Aladdin of the new ones. I haven't seen the other two yet.
Okay, because we're on our Disney binge right now, and I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Are they not good? I heard Lion King was not I heard it had a big budget, and then I never saw it. I was going to go multiple times, but I heard it wasn't very good.
Well, my issue with it is it's pretty much the same movie, but they couldn't be as creative with the musical scenes or anything because it's live action. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So remember when they were in that hyena pit and Scar singing, and it's all scary looking. There's green acid and there's all this crazy looking imagery in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So on the live action, it's pretty much him just walking around on rocks, singing. And it's the same thing when Simba's I just can't wait to be king, and he's running around with all the animals.
Mm-hmm.
In the cartoon, it was all this the animals were almost choreographed and doing all this crazy stuff. And then this one, it was just
so much better.
Him running with animals. Like all the singing in that movie was just like just walking or running or climbing rocks. There was no magic. It was just like I could do that. I could come home from work and be like,
Yeah.
I came home from work. It's time for a snack. My Power Pack snack gonna give me some whipped cream on some coffee cake. Oh, it's so good. Gonna check the mail. I'm singing by myself like a crazy person. It's just what it felt like. Even Aladdin, when Aladdin like comes home and he's like singing in his apartment.
That was weird. Yeah, there's some weird. I agree. Like it just seemed really.
It was
like you said. That'd be like us. It was very off-putting. Now I kind of want to make like if we get together, we should make it like a musical, very short, of just our day to day. Like you said, it's like, oh, got to take my hemorrhoid medicine. Got to go and drink. Got to sit in traffic. Got to, like really sad. Like that's basically what it feels like, though. It just feels like a monologue that's being sung.
I will make my breakfast peppered eggs with Spam. Then I'll add some mushrooms fresh from my old tin can. Oh, breakfast. Breakfast.
I love that.
Go back and spy your tunes.
Oh, could he? Huh?
The same with Aladdin. Like the only musical part in that I thought like, okay, that works was when the genie was like making all this weird stuff appear. Like, here's a bicycle. Here's a politician. Here's a soup ladle. Oh, here's anarchy. He just made all this weird stuff appear as he was singing because he's magical wizard. But like the other songs, I was like, what? I don't.
Yeah. No, Will Smith carried that movie for sure. Yeah,
I was surprised. I didn't expect the genie to be like good, but I thought he was like the best part, and then everything else was like, eh. Jafar.
It was.
Charlene was like, "Where's this dangly chin thing? Like his little."
Yeah.
Like when you get out of the shower and you have like that wet hair that just kind of, like he didn't have that.
No, he didn't look anything like. It was very disappointing. I didn't even know it was Jafar. I was like, oh wait, that's Jafar.
I was like, how do we cast Jafar? Okay, well Jafar's a tall, lanky, has a scary looking. I work at a morgue sort of a face, and so we need that character. They just casted like a short, like he looked like a pop singer. I don't know.
Yeah, just normal looking dude. Yeah, and it was just, I was disappointed. But I'll have to watch Lion King and let you know what I think. Sounds like I'll be disappointed. So that's.
I think you'll be more disappointed with Lion King because there was nothing really redeeming about it. There were some Timon and Pumbaa scenes that was like, ho ho ho, but that was about it.
About it, yeah.
I started to get that off my chest, so because it's fresh on the mind, and I didn't want to.
No, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it, and yeah, I think it's important. I think if we're gonna do Power Pack Wisdom, here's my Power Pack Wisdom. I think it works perfectly into that actually. So, Power Pack Wisdom. I think if you want to market to nostalgia and you want to do a good job of it, do what you've been doing with the video games. So we've got Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, SpongeBob, the new Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, which is really rad, just came out. All those are been a success, I feel like. So those are all good. But then Disney is like, okay, yeah, we'll do that. That sounds fun. And they do that with these movies and they're just not very good. So, entertainment world, nostalgia video games, that you're doing good. Nostalgia movies, not so good. It's just, it sounds like you're falling a little short. A little short there. So.
Preach.
Yeah.
Preach, brother.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I guess my wisdom is, my guess is the ratio of angsty teenagers to non-angsty teenagers is unbalanced right now. And I'm going to guess we have a lot of angsty teenagers. We got wildfires. We got riots. We got killings. We got those three things. And so maybe you just need to sing like the Lion King or Aladdin about your situation.
Yeah.
I listen to My Chemical Romance. It helps me get through the day. I wear bracelets on my wrist and listen to Green Day. My eyeliner's black. I got chains on my pants. I like to skip school and do some weed, 'cause I'm a kid and I am 13.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpactpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpact. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.